Let's get started. Click into the Models page. This is where you interact with engines that are already built or start building new ones. You should see the 3 models connected to the Telco Churn dataset. We're going to start with the completed classification model labeled Telco Churn Classifier. This is an already trained classifier, which is denoted by the running status. Click the gear icon under Model Actions to enter the model. We have a few options here. You can manually submit individual queries, run batch queries, view analytics, and do some model ops. Select Query. Then, from the Choose Your Folder dropdown, select Telco Testing. This loads a table of records that the model can predict on. The testing records that the model was not exposed to in training. If you had selected Telco Training, you would see the data that was used to train the model. If there were other folders with data with an identical header, they would appear as well, but not datasets with a different data schema. Take some time to explore the data. See what fields are used to make these predictions. You notice at the end, there's a churn status. This is the ground truth, what we know actually happened, but this data has been withheld from the engine. It's only used by us to validate the results. You can select Predict to query the model with this record, or you can first modify it with Edit before Predict. Let's run a prediction on customer none. The first screen gives us the prediction, churn. This person is likely to leave the service, and the confidence in that prediction. We also see that the score is above the threshold value, which is the limit that we put in place to declare an object as belonging to one class or another. Now let's go to the Justifications tab. Here's where the explainable part of our XAI kicks in. Here we can see how important each features from the input values were in making the predictions. The features with a plus next to them were values that were part of the query. Values with a minus sign next to them means the absence of those values was important to the query. With customer ID 9, see that them being on a month-to-month contract paid with electronic check for a costly fiber optics plan without online security suggests that they're at a high risk of defecting. As we scroll down, we can also see which features are predictive of the customer being retained, such as their long tenure with the service. Try a few different queries. Close out of this, and try some other ones. Look at the justifications. This individual is predicted to stay on their service because they don't have a month-to-month contract and they've been a client for a long time. Try a couple more. Can you get a feel for what the model has learned is risky? Once you're comfortable here, we'll take a look at our clustering engine, which groups records together based on the similarity of their predictive attributes. This helps us contextualize the whole range of model behavior.